In progress.
Did you learn anything?
All right, good evening. Yes, I did. This is Sharonda, founder of We Cope here in Jacksonville, Florida. And this is very comprehensive. And what I love is that, when it comes to nonprofit, I'm a little over a year old. But I've worked in the nonprofit sector for over 13 years. And so I've kind of seen how other people have done it. But some of the real deep things to consider, especially when you're doing proposals and everything, I didn't consider what you have mentioned today. So I really appreciate you taking the time to do that. I did have a question, however, about that with everything that's changing in the administration. What would be ideal, and this can be tabled if it needed to be to get everybody's feedback. What would be ideal for sharing out when you're doing reporting if there has been a drastic change on how things were going in your target populations, for instance? If you were working with the Hispanic community and because of everything that's going on with ICE and everything that's going on in immigration, you've dropped significantly in participation. How would you be able to support that reporting information to the funder so that you're still in compliance or that you can justify why things kind of went left?
Well, one way you do it is to do online classes where they can't come and get people. And that way people won't be afraid to come to your operation. Nonprofits have to be adaptable according to the time. We know what we're going through. Nonprofits that are adaptable are able to find a way to get there. Now, let me say another thing, folks, because you do know that the federal government is reducing funds substantially, which means the state and the local. But one of the things that you should learn from this class is that foundations and corporations, over 10,000, give funds every day. And we talked earlier about how do you connect to those funds related to national funding. So while you might be losing federal funding, foundations is going to step up to the plate to get funding for anything that you are trying to do. Next question, and thank you, man. Appreciate your input.
So can you go over again the foundations and corporations, or where we might be able to find the information that has foundations and corporations that give to nonprofits?
In progress.
Now, I literally work with organizations all over the United States. And I'm talking about today, when I go all the way back to where I begun at, I've been able successfully to work with them to get over $65 million using different types of strategies. Nonprofits that come my way and come under my umbrella see a substantial increase, not only in funding, but sustainability and infrastructure. We teach nonprofits how to compete against the elite nonprofits. You know what I'm talking about. Those nonprofits have been around forever, but yet they're not doing anything of substantial because they become lazy because they know the funds is going to come to them. What we prepare you to do is connect, is to be able to compete against those funders. I've gotten calls from big nonprofits.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tiffany Gamble. I run a nonprofit, Emerging Ladies Academy. We empower Black girls in technology through after-school programs, and we provide tech workshops. So I've been doing this for...
1 second. Where are you from?
I am from Omaha, Nebraska. Well, I live in Omaha, Nebraska. But we do work globally. So we do have a chapter in Ghana, West Africa. My question, first of all, I want to commend you for this presentation. It was great. I had to learn the hard way. So thank you for the links, because I was getting ready to say they cost, Grant Station, those type of platforms do cost, but thank you for letting us know we can go to the library. My question is,
And hold on 1 second.
mhm.
You can also write a grant to get Grant Station and the Foundation Center. As well, you can actually write a grant. Because it is a cost associated. But if you write a grant saying I'm a small nonprofit and we're trying to increase our grant capacity, we know that, for example, Foundation Center has a reputation of providing tens of thousands of support. So we're asking for the first year operation. You can do it that way too if you don't want to go to the library. You only have to pay me $125 an hour, and I'm giving you an opportunity to do this for free. Any other questions?
Yes, how you doing today? Hello, everyone. My name is Raquel Tate. I am very new to the nonprofit. I just came up with me really succeeding my dream last year. Is GC Magnolia Guardians.
You say where you from?
Yes, I'm from Houston, Texas. GC Magnolia Guardians Foundation is the name of the nonprofit. I just found it. And I'm starting from the bottom, and I'm just trying to make sure, like, when it comes to funding, I'm out in the community, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm going in the right direction. You was kind of going fast with your slideshows, and on one of them, when you said about the, I think I missed slideshow number 2. Let me just go back to it. I wanted to make sure, see if you could go back to it, but I really wanted to know, like, how do you feel like I need to go as far as, like, starting off all the way from the bottom? Like, I still have to get my 501c3, and thank you for telling me, like, the things that I really need to start off with, because I am learning it as I'm going, but I just want to make sure that I'm doing it the right way.
That's what state you want to represent your organization. Because again, this is going to be going live, and you're going to have funders that's going to be interested in giving some money out. Even before you get started, load on up there, sell your nonprofit. This is called Marketing 101. Next.
So this is Katisha Sutton again. I wanted to ask, for a person who is going to be offering housing and supportive services for persons who are going to be going into income assisted housing, where might you start there with that market?
Okay, I have a question. I'm sorry. So my nonprofit is about so my nonprofit is about children that has been sexual abused, raped, molested, sex trafficking and stuff like that. So I'm working on giving them lifelong skills that'll help them forever. So I was just wondering, like, where do you feel like I need to, like, start as far as, like, events and foundations? Like, how do you feel like, and do you feel like I need to go to the government and get them to help me fund, like, not the government, but like the state, the city, or something like that? Do you feel like I need to, like, go through them?
35 years. All of my experience has been in the nonprofit sector. As a matter of fact, the reason why I started the Center for Nonprofit Development, because I understood that there's a lot of nonprofits out there that want to do good, but the training necessary for them to do that has only been given to those individuals that's part of the elite that's been around forever. This all changing with this initiative here. Anything else, folks, before we roll up? Do this class right here. A lot of them couldn't stay. As you can see, you're the soldiers. They came in and peeped in and said too much. But I told them, I said, this is going to be an intense workshop. And if you make it to the end, I know you're serious. And so, that being said, I have been up all day. I want to try to, get a nap because I got classes that are going to be going on tomorrow and Saturday. But everybody, drop your email so I can hit you up with this video, and then I can give you some pointers on where you want to go with your nonprofit. But understand this, you're at the right place. We are for-profit business started so you can bring in earned income. Because if you only depend on rent, again, you see what's happening now with the reduction in federal dollars. You see what happened during COVID and what happened. So I'm gonna teach y'all how to stop depending on rent, because that can be like cocaine. And once you can't get it, you close up. Okay? So definitely I'm going to emphasize rents are important, but rent should only be the seed money where you get money to start your own business for sustainability.